All right, we're in Omaha, Nebraska, the Keystone area, very famous for massive amounts of garage sales. This is the first one of the day. It's a church sale. Don't know if I need a mask. Gonna throw one on anyway. Let's see what we can find. Hello.
Yep, that's the tag. One of those pink chairs. Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. That's right. There's plenty in the area, huh? So. Thank you. Have a great day. You want that in a big sack or anything? Have you been around the neighborhood garage shelter? No. It's supposed to be. All of Keystone. All of Keystone. Could be some good things, who knows? Have a great day.
Wow, very disappointed this year for this church sale. Typically really good. Tons of stuff. I mean, literally packed to the gills, but just nothing worth reselling. I did find this box set Killers. Retails for, $20 to $30. I paid $1 for it, not bad. So tons of neighborhood sales. This is what's known as the Keystone area. Let's hit every one we can find. Not even 500 feet away from the church, another sale. Loving it. I should have come to this one first. Paid $10 for all this. We started at 30. I said I can only do 10. We dickered a little bit. Guy has tons of stuff. Oops. Matco Bank. I've sold these before. I can't even remember what I got for it. Here is like a universal gaming remote. A big thing of pins, some political, some Olympic pins in there. And then I got this entire box. They threw some things in, I don't even know what he threw in, of different vintage pins. If you don't think vintage pins are worth money, look it up. It's gonna be Christmas going through this. And then one final thing I'm really excited about. Check this out. Rock and roll. It's homage to one of my favorite movies, Point Break. Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves. If you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a disfavor. Go see it right now. On to the next. Unintentional bonus sale. Morning.
Morning. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How hard would it be to do that on your shirt if it was a good-looking chick? She wanted to kidnap you.
It'd be tough. I gotta be honest, it'd be tough. Of course, my wife would probably have an issue with that, but...
Or would she say, take him, take him?
Nothing there that I could pick up. But in case you were wondering what he was referring to, I'm hard to kidnap. Yeah, try it. I don't know what this is about. Okay, this is interesting. Free stuff. You gotta check that out. And then a bonus sale. I mean, what's going on? Picked up some glow stuff for my niece. Let's go to the actual garage sale. So not a huge score, a lot of Christmas stuff, but I did pick up this older Fujifilm camera, not a super money maker. It came with like a 64 gigabyte memory card that I'm keeping for myself. I get about $30 for this. Paid $2, so there's more sales. This is getting ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I guess we'll go to more sales. So, not bad. I got this guy, however you say his name, is Garrison Keeler figure bobblehead. The cheapest one I saw on eBay was like over $100. I don't think I'll get that, but it was $1. I got a Masonic lighter and this cool Lionel train.
Good morning. All aboard.
Oh, hold on. Well, I was freaking out for a second. I couldn't find the train that went around the clock. I walked back to the garage sale and found it on the ground, thank goodness. And I spotted something they just put out when I got back there. 2 Las Vegas Starbucks City collector's mugs with the original box. 25 each. Easy. More sales. This is getting ridiculous. Morning. Oh, thank you. Everybody says that. No luck. Worst sale of the day so far. There's more.
plastic lamp, little thing. Gotta turn it off. And you got my nice plastic clip.
Well, nothing there. The other sail's 300 feet away, but I'm gonna drive because it's 102 degrees out. Well, actually it's 101, literally. Starting to lose my touch. Nothing there. On to the next. So 2 out of print DVDs. This one right here goes for like 30. I forget how much this one goes for. New and sealed, $1 a piece. Not bad. Alright, so I hit like 5 sales. This is the last one so far I've hit. Battery's really running down because it's so hot out, but I picked up this 1982 football with a ton of signatures on it for $1. No idea. I'll research it. And I got this little vintage sports watch and a free pile. Oh, I can't take much more of this. All right, well, I'm back at the house, totally cooled off. It's down to, it's getting real cold right now. It was 101 when I was out there and about there. It's down to a whole 98 right now, so I'm getting a cold breeze right now. Anyway, this is a recap of everything that I got today. There was a few things at the end that I did not film because I literally had 10% battery life left. It turns out when you use the GPS and it's in a really hot car, it's 101 degrees out, it tends to eat the battery a heck of a lot sooner. You guys saw this little CD box set, Killers. I frankly haven't heard of them. Already sold, $29.95. Look for, if you ever see stuff you haven't seen before or titles you haven't seen before, just scan them. Easiest thing to do. I have this listed for $16.95. So got this new hat. A little dusty. If my PO calls, or if my PO asks, tell them I hang drywall. I have no idea what that means, but I like the saying. Here we got this is like a some kind of remote for a game system. You'll have to forgive me, I'm not a gamer. I scanned it. It has good comps on this guy. This was part of the lot that I got: the Ronald Reagan mask, the controller, the Matco coin bank, all those pens, and bags of pins for $10. Following on that, I went through the pens. I sat in the air conditioning. These are all the pens that I am not going to do anything with. I found a bunch of old, my finger's in the way, what's wrong with me? Oil and gas pens that I'm going to lot out. Some old Apple Core pens from like the 70s and 80s. They're pretty cool. The rest of them are just a lot of local and national pens. There's a couple of gas stations in there, but I'm not going to mess with them. I just threw them up on Facebook Marketplace. I put a $20 price tag on it, and I did have an offer for $10. So I could literally pay for everything from that one garage sale if I just resell these pens I'm not going to do anything with. I might do that if I don't get any offers. Here's this Matco. It's pretty cool. It's like a mini toolbox. It's a little dirty. And it holds, of course, change. I have all the pens, or some of the pens that I just listed. I just threw them in there for the time being. This guy by itself goes for up to like 90 bucks. Unfortunately, I don't have the key. So I'm thinking maybe $30 to $60. We just got really bright in here. Hold on, let me restart this camera. I don't like the color. All right, I don't know what happened, but it's a lot better now. And forgive me, my office is a complete disaster, but in there was a ton of pins. I thought this is pretty cool. JR for president. If you don't know, that's from a show called Dallas back in the 80s, 70s, 80s. I've seen a few reruns when I was a kid, but I don't remember much about it. And there is a ton, probably 30 or 40 Disney exclusive pins here. Just tons of them. I got a bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas pins. I'm just gonna lot them out. I also got this. I've actually sold this exact pin like 5 years ago, and I actually looked it up in my history. It was actually 2 years ago. I sold this pin for $25 a few years ago. So I saw that literally in the bag of pins. Bought them. Got some Olympic pins. All that stuff. I believe that's, and of course the Ronnie mask. It's okay, we'll get you some jelly beans later. It'll be okay. This 10 megapixel Fujifilm camera, pretty good shape. I'm not going to show the name. This guy put like personal like little name stickers on it. Just got to clean it up. Works great. I'll be asking about $30 for that. I spent $2 whole on it. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, this is probably the last thing I showed. This is football, of course. Tons of signatures on it, and I spent a little time looking at it. And from what I can tell, if it's legit, and I looked at most of these signatures, just scanned through them, this appears to be the entire roster of the Green Bay Packers for the 1990 season. So I have no idea what that is worth. Not a clue. I don't know what it would cost to have this graded. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll play around with it and leave it on the shelf for a while until I figure out something to do with it. I have no idea. Of course, we got our Las Vegas mugs with the original box, which is great because I have boxes these fit into. Super simple to ship. I love it. It's basically like sending it with a double box. You don't have to do a lot of packing. I love that. Masonic lighter. I didn't think this would be worth a whole lot, but there's a couple on eBay that have sold for like 20 bucks. So it's in great shape. It works. Just burned the crap out of myself. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, I got this little guy working.
Good morning. All aboard.
That's pretty cool. I've seen them anywhere from like $40 to $75. I don't know. I tend to sell train stuff actually quite well. locally, so I might list it locally. What else do we got? Got this little dude. Okay, you get the idea. I'm missing something. Oh yeah, and then this little this is a vintage. I think it's probably late '60s, early '70s. American Heritage sports watch. I've seen these go for up to like 40, 50 bucks. It was I opened it up, I moved the battery around, and it was telling time for a little bit. So I think the batteries are just a little fugazi'd. With that, I don't know. Watches are kind of difficult to price. I'll probably start it at auction. Oh, and then the coolest find of the day. Peter and Wendy, Peter Pan. This is an original. Hold on, I'll show you because I know you don't believe me. Hold on. This is going to be a 1911 October imprint of Peter and Wendy. It's in okay shape. There's no major separation. There's a little tiny like stress crack, but the spine is still intact. A little bit of chipping up top, but overall it's in fine to very fine shape. I'm looking at comps for this guy at anywhere between $200 and like $450. I'm thinking probably somewhere in the mid-range. This was also in a free pile of books. This isn't moldy. This smells all right. In fact, I'm going to put it in my ozone machine to get any residual odors gone that I can't smell. Other people can smell things I can't smell, so I always throw them in my ozone machine. So that was the big find of the day. Very happy to find that. So I spent $27 and I spent about 2 hours. So not bad at all for a couple hours worth of work. And I've had quite a few questions about what's the deal with this big giant rocket picture behind you. I had video that got corrupted and I was able to save it, fix it. I'm going to be posting another video next week showing you where I got my rocket. So until then, we'll catch you next time. And hey, it's been fun.